Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, and today we're doing some more team building for Series 6. Now, today I'm going to be making a team based around Palossand Acclegor, which is a really cool synergy that came out a little while ago, and I never really gave it a shot. I never gave it a fair fighting chance because I was always like, no, it's bad because it gets redirected and it's bad. Well, now our best redirection user is gone. We still have a lot of redirection. Don't get me wrong. You know, we still have a lot. We still have Amoonguss with Rage Powder everywhere. We still have Clefairy with Follow Me everywhere. So we still have two Pokemon that are really, really common. But we also have a lot of other Pokemon that are not as common. Things like maybe Butterfree could come up, with that Rage Powder could be cool. And then also, Volcarona, Rage Powder is cool. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon that redirect, right? So, this isn't like... Regardless... There's a lot less. We don't have Togekiss as number 1, number 2, number 3 in the format. So, it's all good. We have Palossand Acclegor. Now, if you don't know what this combo does, Palossand has the ability Water Compaction. Whenever it gets hit by a Water-type move, its defense is raised by 2 stages, which is a lot. If you get hit 3 times, you max your defense, which is really cool. And this Pokemon has Water Shuriken, which hits 2 to 5 times, has priority, and has water and is water. So it's cool. It's non-stab, so it doesn't do that much damage as well, which is really cool. Palossand gets hit 2 to 5 times, so it could go +4, it could go +6, could go plus a million. You never know. It's really cool. And then we also have weakness policy, because we're ground type, so we get hit by that guy. So that's really cool. Cool stuff, right? Cool stuff. So Acclegor also has Unburden, which whenever it's not holding an item, doubles its speed. So we're going to be running it with some kind of surge. Now it kind of sucks because usually you would run this team with Indeedee, male or female, run some Psy Spam or run some Trick Room, whatever you want to do. But we don't have Indeedee anymore, so we lose our best Pokemon for this guy's secondary usage, which is at Unburden. And we also lost Rillaboom, so you can't use like the second best synergy with it. So that kind of sucks. Although, to be fair, you don't really want to set up Grassy Surge anyway, because you don't want Palossand just taking huge damage from like energy balls and stuff. We do have ground coverage though, obviously. We're a Palossand. It's a Palossand. Probably Earth Power, I think. But yeah, we have that to turn into Max Quake so that we can go plus in special defense as well. Essentially after turn 1, Palossand will go +6 defense, or +4 at worst, and then also +2 special attack, and then you're just swinging really hard, and then you have Earth Power to give you +1 in special defense. So that's kind of what you do. You make Palossand like this massive wall guy that your opponent can't deal with, and that's the general idea, and it's really cool. Then we have Acclegor for what we were saying, Unburden. Item. What surge do we want now? Well, I can't just search surge, which is unfortunate. What do we want? Guys, what do we want? So, the only Surge Pokemon that are left right now is Pinkerchin, which is not really what I want to use. Maybe though, to be fair, because we can put like a Alolan, this guy in here on our team, which could be cool. This could be a really cool core. We do have a lot of electric at that point, but we're not too weak to ground other than that, so we could make that kind of thing happen. I did kind of want to feature an Arcanine on this team, mostly for like fast Snarls, as well as an out to these grass type Pokemon that are kind of going to ruin Palossand's time. So maybe to this, but then we're super weak to that, and we kind of need our last Pokemon to be a flying type Pokemon, and I kind of wanted to set Trick Room, so this is like a maybe. It's like a maybe, guys. It's a maybe. The other option we have is Weezing, Galar, set Misty Surge. That's another option. It's kind of cool. It's not that great. It's kind of cool. I like the idea of it, makes it so that Palossand gets that thing. And then we also have some Poison and Fairy Spread, which is both really good. Poison can knock out those grass-type Pokemon as well, which is cool, giving us another option. And they also might assume that we are running Neutralizing Gas and then play their game a little weird when they see it in preview. So that's another idea. Now, another idea is also Acclegor. We just don't care about the seed thing. which could be another way that we use it. And we could also use it like maybe we'll you know what I mean? Like I kind of want to just focus sash it, right? Because like I mean honestly, why are we not focus sashing this? Like it should be sashed, I think. Usually you would put sash on like the Indeedee, but you know, what can you do? I would like to run some form of Trick Room on this team because I think Palossand gets a lot of mileage off of it. I mean, look at its terrible speed. So that's good. I wish this guy got Trick Room. That would be so cool. That would work perfectly, but we don't get Trick Room, which is unfortunate. What other Trick Room Pokemon do we want? We could also pick a Trick Room Pokemon that maxes, something like Max Hatterene. Activate Trick Room, but then you also have Max Psychic to activate our Psychic Seed, which could be cool. Too bad. Indeedee truly was the perfect partner for this team. Indeedee Male, it had Trick Room. It also has Imprison, so you can just stop it if you're going fast mode. It was the perfect partner. Now, here's another idea. Meowstic with Prankster, but Psychic Terrain. Now, this is another option. This is an option that I don't want to just ignore, because that is an option. Although, granted, I don't think spending turn 0 to do that is a good idea. But it's an option. It's out there. That option is there. So, you know, we have a couple of different options here. These are kind of the three that I'm bouncing around. You know, Electric Surge here, or the Misty Surge, or the Psychic Terrain with Prankster. So I think those are the three options we have for breaking seeds now, which is interesting. It makes unburdened Pokemon, you know, significantly worse. Not having that Rillaboom or Indeedee option, which makes me sad because I hate those Pokemon. Not actually, I really like both of those Pokemon actually, but yeah, they're both really good. They're both really strong is what I'm saying. So all three of these are valid options, I think. Now what would make sense? I think Pinsirchin makes the most sense on my team. I know I said Pinsirchin and Pinkerchin. I'm going to pronounce it completely different every time. So Pinkerchin is actually really good for a couple of reasons for us. So Electric Surge obviously is really cool. We also don't have to have Raichu, but it kind of seems like we should have Raichu. And we can also just take off Arcanine. Like Arcanine can also just like, you know, hit the bricks. Like we don't really care about it. It's whatever. We can have a Pokemon like Alolan Marowak there on our team then as well, because then we'll have another strong Pokemon that doesn't need any of our items, that doesn't need, you know, anything other than just to be there. And Trick Room set, but Trick Room is going to be set most of the time. Now, another thing is then I don't really want to add, you know, a Pokemon like Dusclops, because then we already have Ghost. We already have one Ghost, and then we'd have a second Ghost of Alolan Marowak, and I don't want to have 3 Ghosts on my team. Just make my team completely dead to dark, you know? Especially, yeah, I just don't want that. I just don't want that. And I don't really have any fighting then at that point either. So, yeah. I think I'm going to get rid of these two. And then we're not going to add Arcanine, but we are going to add Alolan Raichu. Because then we have Surge Surfer, and we have a really good fast engine here. We have this. We also get a Electric Seed, which is cool. I like that. We get 1 additional defense. It's not going to matter most of the time. Our defenses are already just terrible. Our defenses are just terrible as Acclegor. Like, it's just a thing. We have Protect. We have Final Gambit, which we do all of our damage is our HP. So we could just like bop. Is that usually what people do? I think it is, right? Also, not everybody even uses Final Gambit, but I think I'm going to use Final Gambit because why not? I like it. I like that. So we're probably just going to go with this in speed. And I think that's how you have to run this guy. So yeah, that's our best option. Palossand probably just going into bulk as well, since we already get +2 from weakness policy, which makes a lot of sense. Pinkerchin and Raichu is really good for a fast engine. I do want to add Arcanine, but I think that would make us just too weak to ground in general. And I know there's not too many like amazing ground Pokemon this meta, but there's like enough to where it's necessary to not have. Some redirection could be really good too. And I thought about, you know, we don't actually, so interesting thing, we don't really have anything for support still. So Arcanine would work a lot, like really well on our team. What Trick Room Pokemon do we want? I'd like a Trick Room Pokemon that flies. Like, I wish I could use... I don't even know. Or bulky. Like, just bulky that's not ghost. It's kind of what I want. Bulky that's not ghost. Alolan Marowak kind of seems like it would work, but at the same time, I kind of need like a safety goggles Pokemon. We need to answer Amoonguss, because otherwise, like, we're just gonna like lose to Amoonguss, because Amoonguss outspeeds Palossand if it's min speed in Trick Room. And we could also like taunt. We could have like our Trick Room Pokemon learn taunt. Like, I'm kind of leaning towards Gothitelle. I think that could be really good. We can also like trap Pokemon in with Palossand, which could be really cool. That could be interesting. A lot of options. We are left with a lot of options. Meowstic also gets Trick Room, which is kind of cool for our Psychic Seed kind of thing. But I don't know. Jellicent could also work. But then we have more Ghosts. I don't really want more Ghost. Especially if we go with Alolan Marowak. But I don't think I'm going to go with Alolan Marowak, to be true. To be honest. I think I'm going to go with... I'm really leaning Gothitelle. I think Gothitelle is kind of the best for it. Frisk is really good, but Shadow Tag is also really good. Probably Shadow Tag. Because like I said, we can trap people in, which is really cool. What else? This is a really good support Pokemon as well, and I did want more support Pokemon. I still kind of feel like I need a ground immunity. We could go with a Rotom. Acclegor is a support Pokemon. So now we have 2 support Pokemon. And then like a lot of damage. Raichu, I might do Choice Specs for this Pokemon. I think Choice Specs is a really good way of using it. Palossand, Earth Power, Shadow Ball probably. I think it'd get Energy Ball, right? Take out those pesky water types. That's good, because we don't have any other coverage of that. And then Protect probably for our last one. Urshifu definitely hits Palossand really hard. Let's look at this calc for Urshifu real quick. Because that's just a really, really bad matchup. I can never spell Palossand right. Palossand, Urshifu, Poliwrath. Its attack is 130. Tail Slap. Change it to water. Crit. We max though, which is good. They're gonna be hitting like 50%, so they just 2-shot us. We don't have anything that breaks their sash and kills them, which is kind of a problem. I think we just can't lead this into Urshifu, but Urshifu can't really lead itself into this. Like, this is just really strong. Our last Pokemon, I kind of wanted to be Trick Room. Kind of wanted to be fast. Gothitelle's a good mid-speed Pokemon, so it like works really well with the fast engine of Raichu as well. You have this, and then you could go into Goth, which is really cool. Kind of makes me want to actually make it Frisk, but oh well. I think Ferrothorn makes a lot of sense here for the last Pokemon. Like AV Pharaoh. Maybe even Leftovers, but I think AV is probably better for it. Iron Barbs, Assault Vest. Go with some damage attacks. Power Whip. What's the other attacks that I usually use? Power Whip, Gyro Ball, Iron Head, Knockoff. And then I'm going to use the same calculated spread we used the other day, which was just 28 Spadef, I think. I think it was just 28 Spadef. Hold on, let me pull up my other tab. It had my team builds. My team builds. Yeah, it's actually 28 defense instead of Spadef. And then it was 252 into attack, and then the rest here with Brave Nature. Min speed as well. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. A horse is of course. Isn't there's like a saying? Of course, a horse is a course? I don't know. I'm sleepy. I like woke up, got this cup of water, and then recorded this video. Even though it's like almost noon. I stayed up real. You don't need to know my schedule. Anyway, so we have Palossand Acclegor, Pinsirchin, Raichu, Pincurchin, Raichu, Gothitelle, and Ferrothorn. I think that seems pretty good. Like, we don't really have a lot of answers to every single thing, though. I mean, obviously, how much does PZ do to Palossand with Max Darkness? Porygon-Z, Life Orb, Timid, Dark Pulse, with Helping Hand. It's gonna kill us if we have that. Maybe we invest a little bit into special defense. It makes a little bit of sense to me. We could also just like go for a Protect turn 1. Actually, though, I don't really want to lead this against them anyway. Like, I don't want to lead this going into a Pinsirchin matchup. Or, I said Porygon-Z matchup. What about Gothitelle? How much damage do you take from this thing if we're not Dynamaxed? Oh, it's killing us. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually. That we just died of that. Like, Ferrothorn's good for that matchup, right? Ferrothorn Goth? No, it's not that good. We can't, like, cause it just goes our Gothitelle, and we would have to set up Trick Room, and we don't offer any damage output towards it. Maybe I just make put in PZ onto this team. I'm actually thinking that. Instead of like Gothitelle Ferrothorn, because then I don't know, Trick Room's really good. We need a consistent out for it. Like, we need to be able to consistently beat PZ because it's going to be everywhere. Palossand does put up a good wall, though. Like, we just Protect turn 1. Set up Trick Room. They have to attack the Palossand, right? Maybe they target down Gothitelle. But I think we lead Palossand Gothitelle. Go for a Protect Trick Room turn 1. Then we have Trick Room set up. Then we take down the... Then we have Ally Switch and Helping Hand, and then we take down the other guy. The Clefairy. And then they don't have Helping Hand. Alright, it's a bad game plan because it's really dependent on them not attacking Gothitelle turn 1. But I think that is a good plan. Because, I mean, if I was in their position, I'd probably just target down Palossand. Because if you don't, Palossand will be a problem later if you don't just take it out. And if we take out their Follow Me user before we bring in Acclegor, I think that's a good plan. And then we have Trick Room, so then we bring Pinsirchin or Ferrothorn in the back, depending on if we need to activate Acclegor's Unburden. But we probably won't. So we'll probably bring Ferrothorn most matchups, unless they have like Marowak on their team or something. Then we'll probably bring Pinsirchin, because it has access to like Scald, I think, right? Yeah, or Surf, right? Yeah, we have either. So I think that's a matchup. Alright, so that's a good game plan. Go into bulk and our medium of that. Spadef. I like that. I like the idea of adding a little bit of Spadef. Min speed? Is that right? Quiet? Is that right? I don't even know, honestly. Like, we hit 36. That's pretty slow, but I don't know. This is going to be quiet, too. We're really special attacking. Like, that's kind of unfortunate. Like, we probably have a god-awful Goodra matchup. But, like, Goodra doesn't hit Palossand for anything, right? It doesn't even get, like, Energy Ball or anything. It might. I don't think I'm that worried about that. I think I'm okay with the Goodra matchup because we'll get, like, you know, Earth Powers. I like that. I think that's good. Gothitelle is going to have Trick Room, Ally Switch, Helping Hand, and probably just like Psychic or something. Psyshock, because I didn't have enough physical attackers on my team already, so might as well add that. What else is Gothitelle usually using? Go to Pikalytics. Gothitelle. I did click on that, sir. Alright, Gothitelle. Oh, Fake Out. Yeah, Fake Out's good. Expanding Force is cool, but we're not going to be setting that up ever. Imprison's good, obviously, as well. And Protect is good on the Pokemon as well. This is a Pokemon that really has Force move slot syndrome. Trick Room, Ally Switch, Helping Hand, Psyshock. We could just make the last one Fake Out. We could just make the last one Protect. I really want to have an attack on it, though. Because if they just focus down my attackers, like, if I bring, like, Palossand, Acclegor, Pinsirchin, Gothitelle, then I only have these two, and if they just take out Palossand immediately, then all I fight with is Pinsirchin. And I'd really like to have at least Psyshock here. So we'll test this. Or at least we'll have this on this one, but if we, bring this team, then I'll change it. We don't really have a bad matchup with that much. Like, with this, we take down Fire-type Pokemon, which we are kind of, afraid of with Ferrothorn. Too bad we don't have a Water-type. Like, I always thought this Pokemon was half Water-type because, Sandcat, a beach, But it's a Ghost. That's a Ghost Ground. It makes more sense than it being Ghost Water. Or, Ground Water. Is the Shovel haunted? Or is the whole Sandcastle haunted? And if the whole Sandcastle is haunted, wouldn't all the sand be haunted? And wouldn't the whole beach be haunted? And wouldn't the whole beach be Palossand? Hold on, that's actually... Unless it's only that much sand. Just that Sandcastle is... amount of sand, just that sand that forms up that Sandcastle is haunted to make the Palossand? Or do you think the whole beach is actually the Palossand, but it just puts up the little bit of Palossand sand make them think that it's just... That's irrelevant. Anyway, so Palossand, Acclegor. We'll put our last 4 into defense because we're not doing any damage. Water Shuriken, Final Gambit, Protect. What are the other sets play for this guy? Where's the thing? What do the other guys play? Acid Spray or Struggle Bug? Acid Spray or Struggle Bug? Acid Spray is yeah, it's Fake Tears. So I'm kind of leaning that. Look at our team. Set up for all of these, even not Psyshock. Set up for any of these 3. That's pretty good. Do I need Protect on more stuff? We have Protect on 3 out of 4. I like Protect on more. 3 out of 4, but I like it on more. Life Orb. Rising Voltage. What's our last attack here? What do people usually use it? Pincurchin. Pancreas. Dude, what? How do you spell this? Pinsirchin. Oh, Sucker Punch? That seems really good. I like that. Do we have to calculate this? As we probably should. We have to calculate Gothitelle too. Alright, I like our game plan for PZ matchup actually. I don't love it. It's not amazing. But I think it's okay. Because it guarantees Palossand lives a turn, we get an Earth Power, and then make whatever partner, But if they kill Gothitelle turn 1, then, they killed me. I think that's okay. Trick Room, Protect, it activates our... How much damage does it do through Protect, though? If it Helping Hand protects it, it takes 25%, and then it kills us without Helping Hand the next turn. So that actually sucks. I might have to Max Guard. I might have to go Max Guard, Gothitelle, set Trick Room. The next turn, Ally Switch, Max Earth Power. Well, the Ally Switch makes it so we're probably not going to get hit the next turn, right? Because I'll attack that. Ooh. Oh. I hope that wasn't too loud. That felt insanely loud. Alright, so Palossand, Acclegor. I like it. I think it's good. This is going to just be timid. Actually, do we make it? Nah, Acid Spray still does damage. Alright, so that's good. This is good. This one's Life Orb. I think we just go like HP and special attack. Oh, my head hurts from that. Oh, that was one of those sneezes where like my whole body kind of aches now. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Oh, it cringes. It hurts. Alright, so anyway. How fast can we get without... I'm never going to not bring this guy with terrain, right? Like, we're only going to bring Raichu when it's with Pinkerton. So, like, we only have to have speed that's relevant. And there's not... Like, who's going to be resetting their terrain? Come on. You're telling me you're going to bring Misty Surge? No. No. We're going to play this guy like we're double speed always. 130 gets us to 260. How fast is Kingdra? I'm pretty sure Kingdra is the fastest guy, right? Like 274 or something. I was bring up speed tiers. It's like 274, I think. I'm pretty sure Kingdra is the fastest Pokemon. Like that we're going to see frequently. Yeah, it's 274. I believe. 274. So what's 276 divided by 2, huh? 276 divided by 2. 138. Get out of here. Kingdra, get out of here. Now we can just afford to put the rest in bulk. Because I need to sash this Pokemon. I should probably sash this Pokemon, but... Nope. Put the rest in HP. Bulky. Bulky. Alright, so... Choice Spec, Surge Surfer. And then we're going to go with Modest. We want to do as much damage as possible. I can't find it, so I'm just... Alright. Choice Spec, Surge Surfer. Rising Voltage. Volt Switch. I think it's Surf too, which is weird, but... Surf can proc our Palossand though. Which is kind of cool. What else do Raichus use? Raichu Lola. Expanding Force is the last move. Fake Out's good. Protect, I'm not gonna use. Fake Out's good, but I don't want to lock myself into it. We're not gonna be maxing. Oh, Speed Swap though, actually. Speed Swap with Palossand, and then I can go for a fast mode. None of our Pokemon are fast. Ferrothorn. We have Energy Ball. Sally. Alright, what do we do? Trick Room Sweeper. I'm kidding. Fast Pokemon. Then we can Speed Swap. Oh, I like this idea a lot more. Speed Swap makes us 138. Oh, then do we go? Alright. Listen, so I'm changing everything now. Okay? I'm changing everything, but we're speed swapping. We now also outspeed Durant, right? Durant, it's 177, or is it 179? That would suck. 177. We beat Durant. Alright, so we put that onto Palossand. We can lead Palossand Raichu. Raichu can speed swap, and then Palossand's fast. Wait, do we get outsped by 110? No, we outspeed Porygon-Z by a lot. That's another way to beat Porygon-Z. Speed swap, fast. Earth power, fast. It's not going to activate our weakness policy, though. That's okay. That's a fast max Quake. Then we bring Acclegor. I want one more fast Pokemon now. Boom. Arcanine. Back on the team. You're back on the team. No, I'm kidding. We have too many weaknesses. I don't want it. I do kind of want something that beats... Well, no, because I don't care about... Why would I care about Amoonguss? Why would I care about Amoonguss? We have a Pokemon that says if you bring Amoonguss, you're insane. Alright, cool. Alright, back to the drawing board for team member number 6. Mr. 6. Alright. I don't know. This could be Colbur. Colbur. Yeah, actually, insane. Now alright, so that patches up our PZ matchup a lot. So now we have 2 different routes for PZ. What's better? I guess we can figure that out at a later date. But for now, what's this last Pokemon? What is it? What's it gonna be? It could be fast. It could be fast. I probably should be fast. I was thinking like a fast fire type. Or actually, I did say I kind of wanted a Rotom. We don't have... You know what? Rotom Wash makes a lot of sense here. We can even use like Discharge because like we can't hit our own Palossand with that. It's kind of cool. It's a very Palossand centered team. Rotom's not that like Rotom's not unbelievably fast, but it is pretty fast. Citrus Berry. Levitate. 252 into speed. I want to be super fast. I want to have a physical attacker. Physical attacker. Corviknight? I mean, it's not like super offensive. We deal with fire type Pokemon pretty well. Alright, Corviknight. Corviknight. I like it. I like that idea. What do you use? What do you use? What do you do? Corviknight. What do we want? Iron Defense? Do we want Bulk Up? Do we want something like that? Do we want Roost? Do we want Roost? Protect? 2 attacks? Do we want Tailwind? Tailwind could be cool. Just for Gothitelle though, really, in itself. Because everything else like is like Trick Room or Bust. Like these two are Trick Room or Bust. This is gonna be here for 1 minute. No Tailwind. We go Roost, Protect. We don't need Protect, but I do want that kind of. 2 attacks, Roost, Protect. Yeah, 2 attacks, Roost, Protect. So we're gonna go Brave Bird and Iron Head. Brave Bird, Iron Head, Roost, Protect, and we're gonna go with a berry here as well. Probably Guave, because like Arcanine is realistically most of the time gonna be activating this, like put us right to a Guave. Because we're going to be boosting our physical defense instead of special defense, and most are going to just run Heat Wave and pop it off, put us right down to it. So that's pretty cool. We're going to max our HP, that I know. Let's see, what else do I want? Corviknight. Let's see. Actually, now we have another really good Pokemon against PZ. I don't think PZ can be brought to our team. Like, we have a really good PZ matchup, I think. Corviknight resists it really hard. Palossand just is really solid. And like I was saying before, Raichu plus Palossand is really good for that. And Gothitelle Palossand are both really solid. And with the Culver Berry, it patches up that dark matchup, where like before it would just Dark Pulse or like Max Darkness and just take down Gothitelle, but now we're like pretty set. So yeah, I think this is pretty solid for the team overall. Let's go ahead and fill out some of these sets. So pretty much everything is 252, 252, 4 so far, and I don't really see any reason to not run that for these two. Same with Acclegor, because we're kind of just like relying on its unburdened speed, and its base speed. I mean, its base speed, look at it, like 216. Like, what's outspeeding us? Like Scarf Pokemon, sure. Scarf Hydreigon. Like, okay, you brought that, then alright, bet. Like, that's whatever. Corviknight and Gothitelle need spreads, and then we're pretty much done. What other things are we like scared of? I talked about the Goodra matchup being kind of bad. Lapras is like dealable. Like, we can deal with like Lapras, Pre-Breeder, or Rotom Wash pretty well with these. And then we also have Energy Ball in here. My nose is all stuffed up. I hate it. Corviknight. Alright, so what do we need for Corviknight? Arcanine. Dude. Blank set. Let's just put in like a random number for a special attack and then Heat Wave, because it's not gonna have much investment. Alright, I don't really care about that. That's fine. What else does a lot of damage? Flare Blitz? Anything? Alola Marowak? Because we're gonna be in Trick Room a lot anyway. Why did I go blank set? That was dumb. Boom, Brave, Thick Club, a lot of damage, infinite damage. We're Dynamaxing. I want to make sure we live that. Alright, boom. With 60 defense, we live that. Guaranteed, which is very good. I'll just go down to... Boom. Yeah, this is almost identical. What else? What else? What else? What else? Fire. It's really good to have another ground or a ground immunity on the team. I think I'm just gonna go with that. 250, 260, 196. For now, we can change it. It's very, very up to change. But we're pretty bulky. You know, not doing a lot of damage, like not an insane amount of damage, but you know, it's there. The damage is there, which is good. Also, like, this could be a really solid Maxmon as well, which is cool. Actually, do we even need all this special defense? Like, what are we, like, putting this special defense in for? What are we doing that for? Hold on one second. Corviknight. What are we doing that for? Heat Wave. We don't care about the Heat Wave from the Arcanine. Charizard, but like Charizard is gonna come up like once ever. I guess we should probably tech for like Rotom. Rotom Wash is the most used. With actually, whoa. I mean, this is Dynamax obviously, so like it's not always gonna happen. But yeah, we don't really care that much. What about like Max? All right. Let's go. I want some attack. This lives max lightning from max attack. It's pretty good. I like that calc. What else has that? Lapras, I guess. We should do Lapras. We're seeing a lot of weakness policy Lapras, which is going to be bulky and not that much attack. So a pretty good middling attack is good. Thunderbolt, max it, +2. So like this is just a random number, 156. Like it's just a random number, and it's because most weakness policy sets are gonna run like pretty low special defense because they are special attack because they just set up weakness policy immediately. So then they invest all in bulk instead. So I think that's good. 140 special defense seems pretty solid. It keeps us alive for most things. Like I said, I don't think this is gonna have very much. We'll put in a little bit more. Like 156 seems good. But yeah, I like that. I think that's good. So 156, and then we get a little bit into attack, which is good. 40, 30. We gotta make it 36 so that we can get an actual number. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that seems like a pretty solid set. We did have Careful Nature as well, which is okay. Boom. Corviknight's done. Gothitelle. I guess let's make sure we live the PZ attack with Porygon-Z, defaults, Life Orb, Timid, but with Helping Hand, Dark Pulse max, Gothitelle, no, alright, so Colbur. Oh, we don't need very much special bulk. If we go into HP, like, we don't need that much. It's pretty much just split. Alright, so that's really good. Let's see what do we need, like, defensive wise. Well, Crunch is gone, like T-Tar Crunch is gone, or Lash Out. T-Tar and Incineroar are both gone. Actually insane. What physical dark Pokemon are there in the meta? Like, Scrafty, I guess? Let's just go down Pikalytics real quick. And obviously Ghost too. We'll have to tech for Ghost as well. But Dragon Ball's gone. Heh. Got him. Alright, so let's see. Urshifu Dark is actually really good. That's a good one to tech for. Make sure we're good. Urshifu. What? What do we do here? Scrafty, I guess? Let's look. This is probably water. Oh, no, it's actually not. Attack at 130. Okay. Attack at 130. How do we calc for Wicked Blow? Like, Dark. What's the one attack? The Dark Slash? Night Slash. Crit. It's easy enough. Alright, so we'll just go a good bit into defense. Boom. 124. It's pretty good. We're definitely going to be living a lot here. Knock off. It's typically not going to max the Urshifu. Ghost. Mimikyu and Dragapult are gone. Oh, Marowak Alola is going to kill us. That's okay. We checked for that with other stuff. Like, Corviknight's good. Marowak Alola is going to be an insta-broad against my team all the time, actually. It's insane against my team. Oh, it's so good against my team. I guess, like, this is really good. Like, Surf and Scald, like, we have access to moves for it. But, like, yeah, that sucks a lot. Oh, I changed this. This is supposed to be Sash now. Focus Sash, because we need some more survivability. We have a lot of Protect, so I'm not even mad about these not having Protect. Gothitelle, let's add this set in 252, 124, 132. This was 124, right? Yeah, the 132. Sassy. Actually, I'm getting a middle speed. I think, because the other two Pokemon being as slow as possible is good. And Gothitelle gets a little bit of mileage here, outspeeding things like Sylveon. Wait, is Sylveon at 80 or 60 speed? $80. Oh, with its all right, cool. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it at this speed, and then we're gonna go with Careful Nature. Or not careful. Yeah. No. Calm. All right, boom. We're done. All right. Cool. I think that's actually, yeah, I think we're done. There's probably some pitfalls, but you know, we have a, I think in my opinion, positive PZ matchup. This is without testing though, so you know, it's all on paper, but we do have multiple different routes that we can go that are really strong. Palossand with Raichu Speed Swap is really notable. Palossand with Gothitelle going either Max Guard or Protect turn 1, and then Gothitelle set up Trick Room. We're safe from it with Colbur Berry. Now we might actually die to Max Strike from that, but you know what? It's probably killing us. Life Orb, Timid, Hyper Beam. It's killing us. Every time. Alright, so look. We go with Raichu for that matchup. Palossand maxes and gets off an Earth Power first. I think it's a positive matchup. Although Raichu Speed Swap, they follow me. I don't know then. I don't know. It became hard again. Man, it's a hard matchup again. Corviknight's good. Corviknight Goth? Does that really get us anywhere, though? Corviknight Goth? Goth Palossand? Oh, man. This is with Helping Hand. Man, that's with Helping Hand. Alright, so we Speed Swap. If it follow me's, then we don't get speed, you know, and then we still attack. But if it doesn't follow me, it goes for Helping Hand. The only way for him to take Palossand knockout, then we hit Speed Swap, we get an increase in special defense. The plan is there. The matchup is, it's in our favor. It's in their favor, I think. But it is we can diminish the risk of failure. Did I sound like a guy giving a PowerPoint or something? Anyway, it's there. The matchup is there. It's fine. It's okay. We have Earth Power. It's Palossand. That's it. That's gonna be the team. that's going to be the team. I know there's some pitfalls. I know there's some things that we don't have that we're not teching for, but I think overall it's pretty solid. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go eat some food and start to wake up. I'm going to go get a coffee. I'm still sleepy, but I think this is a cool team. I think the matchup is there for most teams, and I think it's good. This is what we're going to go with. Paste will be down below if you want to try out this team. Definitely let me know if you do try out this team and have any kind of input, or if you have some input without trying out the team, still let me know. Go down to the comment section and tell me what you like about this team, what you think is bad, what you think I should be teching for, any kind of little changes, any nitpicks, tell me. Anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, join me on Discord, follow me on Twitter, do all of those things. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.